everybody. Welcome back. It is The Drive. I'm Alan Taylor, sitting here at the Connected Car Expo at the Los Angeles International Auto Show. Welcome aboard. Our show is brought to you in part by Subaru. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. And sitting with us right now is the president and chief operating officer, the guy who runs Subaru North America. I'm pretty sure Tom Dahl pretty much run this thing here in North America, right?
Well, Subaru in the United States, Alan. Hey, it's good to be with you again.
Good to be with you. You know, Subaru doing so well, and we talked about it last week with Mike McHale, who's an old buddy of mine. You got Motor Trend SUV of the Year again.
Yes, how about that,
It's phenomenal.
Well, we went up for the last generation Forester in 09 as a 10 model year. We won it for this generation Forester. And as you remember, for the 10 model year Outback, we also won the Motor Trend Sport Utility of the Year award.
That's awesome,
All
man.
good
Congratulations.
stuff.
I worked with them for a couple of times for years, and the competition was big this year, too.
It's big every year.
It is big every year. That must be the biggest segment in the market.
Well, the small SUV segment where the Forester competes in, as well as the midsize SUV segment, those two segments are the growing segments in the marketplace.
There you go. Well, my brother has one. I was telling you in the commercial break, 45,000 miles on it, and he says to me, he gave me a ride to get my truck the other day, and I go, how do you like this? I figure, he's going to tell me the truth. He's my brother. And he's a realtor, so lots of miles. He goes, 45,000 miles, I haven't done anything but put gas in it and change oil.
That sounds about right. That's how our cars are.
That's why people love them so much.
Well, and don't forget, also you get great fuel economy.
All the attributes that he was looking for happen to be in the Subaru. Well, so Subaru is going to be making a big announcement here. What do you got going on?
Well, we're going to be launching our new WRX, our next generation WRX is coming to the market. We're also going to be showing a concept vehicle for the new Legacy sedan that's coming out actually in the summer, late summer of next year.
And it's the 25th anniversary of...
It is, of the Legacy.
The Legacy.
25th anniversary of the Legacy.
There you go.
So we've been producing the Legacy now since, what, 1989?
It seems like you guys were smart enough to recognize when you went on the focus groups, what is the one thing that people say the most? We just love our Subaru.
Well, they love it because they use it in their life, and that's why they love it. There's so many memories that are part of the car. It just doesn't sit in the garage, or it just doesn't sit in the driveway. It's used.
Yeah. Over the years, you've been there for quite a while. What have you seen at Subaru that has changed, other than, of course, now just technology and all that, but has Subaru been the same through all these years that you've been there?
I would say the biggest change that I've recognized at Subaru was probably about 6 or 7 years ago. We decided that the products had to get larger for the U.S. customer. Before that, I hate to say it this way, but our manufacturer, Fuji Heavy Industries in Japan, really just produced a car that was sold everywhere.
Right.
But this next gen, all these generations of cars that have come since, starting with the last generation Impreza, Forester, Legacy Outback, and now to these current generation models, are all produced and really made for Americans. They're sized properly, they get great fuel economy, you can take them off-road, they're rugged, they're durable. So they're really made for the U.S. customer.
Well, I will say, when I was sitting in the Outback of my brother's, I flipped around and looked back. Or no, it was the Forester. I was like, wow, and this is the last generation. It was 2011 or 12.
Right.
And I thought, man, these things are big, and they're even getting bigger now.
They're bigger, and not only that, but the usable space that's inside is really the key point.
Yeah.
You have a lot of capacity to haul things, put your gear in. It's just an all-round great package.
I've always told everybody about the time that I called Subaru, and I was looking for you or Mike or anybody I could talk to, and I thought, well, I'll get an operator or somebody, I don't know. You answered the phone. It was after hours. I thought to myself, where in the world but Subaru do you have the guy who's running the company answer the phone? I love that.
Well, if you have my direct line and I'm there, I will pick it up.
I just absolutely enjoy working with you guys and appreciate so much what you do for our show, you guys sponsoring our show. But you know what? We have this thing that we won't talk about any sponsors that are not worthy of making sure we tell our own family about them. And Subaru fits right into that.
Well, Alan, we go back a long ways. We used to go on these long lead press events, and you've always been a part of our company, and you'll always will be a part of our company.
Thank you.
It's great to be here with you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
That is Tom Dahl, everybody, President, Chief Operating Officer of Subaru. We're going to take a break, and they are one of our great sponsors. We love Subarus. It is love that makes a Subaru a Subaru. We'll be right back.